Good morning, students. We will start our second video, class 8, chapter 1, mathematics. Okay, so in the last video, we have introduced some natural number, whole number, integers, fractions, rational number, and we have seen some properties of rational number also. Okay, likewise, our terminating decimal, non-terminating decimal, when we can say that a fraction has terminating decimal or it has non-terminating decimals. So we have discussed that. So today we will discuss positive. A rational number is said to be positive if the numerator and denominator are either both positive or are both negative. Okay. So a rational number is said to be positive if the numerator and denominator is both positive or both negative. Okay, that means if we take some example, it will be suppose 5 by 4. Here numerator is also positive plus 5 and denominator is also plus 5. If we take both negative, suppose minus 2 by minus 3, this is also a positive rational number. Why? Because we can cancel this minus and our ultimate fraction will be 2 by 3. Okay, so this type of fractions are known as positive fractions, or we can say 4 by 8 also, this type of fraction. Similarly, we have negative fraction. Okay, negative fraction. So these are those fractions in which either the numerator or the denominator is negative. Either the numerator or denominator has negative sign. Okay, so if we see some example, minus 8 by 23. Here in the numerator it have negative sign. Suppose 4 by minus 15. Here the denominator have the negative sign. So this type of fractions are known as negative fraction. Okay. Now we will see some properties of rational number. Okay. Properties of rational number. Properties of rational number. Okay, so our first property is that if any rational number, okay, so if suppose p by q is a rational number and small m, suppose we take small m is a non-zero. Okay, non-zero integer means it cannot be negative, it may be positive, it may be negative, but it cannot be zero. Non-zero integer. Okay, then p by q is equivalent to p into m divided by q into m. That means if we multiply a non-zero number in the numerator and the denominator, then the fraction becomes same, or we can say the two fractions will be equivalent fractions. Okay, so if we see an example, suppose we have 3 by 5. Okay, so suppose we multiply the numerator and denominator by a non-zero number, let it be suppose 2. So our result will be 3 to the 6 and 5 to the 10. So we can say that, that is we can say we can conclude, so we can conclude that 3 by 5 is equivalent to 6 by 10. Okay, so if we cancel, why 6 by 10? Because if we cancel 6 and 10 with 2, so it will give 2 3 are 6 and 2 5 are 10. Ultimately both will be same. So this type of fractions are known as equivalent fraction. So we can obtain as many as equivalent number of a fraction. Okay, so suppose one question is given that find 3 equivalent fraction of 3 by 5. So how we will do this? We can write the solution as 3 by 5 can be written as, suppose 3 and 5 are multiplied with suppose 2. Next again we can multiply with 3. Then again we can multiply numerator and denominator with 4. So we will get 3 different fraction, but all will be equivalent. This will be 6 by 10, 9 by 15 and 12 by 20. So that means 3 by 5 is equivalent to 6 by 10, 9 by 15 and 12 by 20. Okay. So this is the first property. So the first property says that if in a fraction, if you multiply by a non-zero integer to numerator and denominator, then that fraction becomes equivalent fraction to the original fraction. Okay. Again, our second property is that if p by q is a rational number and m is a common divisor. Now we have taken m as a common divisor of p and q, and then p by q can be converted to simplest form. Okay, p by q can be converted to simplest form, or the equivalent fraction will be, we have to divide the numerator and denominator with that common divisor. So this new number will be, and then this will be equivalent rational numbers. Equivalent rational number. Okay. So let us understand this with an example. Suppose we have 24 by 48. So if we find the common divisor of 24 and 48, so that means the prime factorization of 2, 12 2 is 24, 2 6 is 12, 2 3 is 6 and 3 1 is 3. And again for 48 we can say 2 24 is 48, 2 12 is 24, 2 6 is 12, 2 3 is 6 and 3 1 is 3. That means our 24 can be written as 2 3 times and 3 1 time, and for 48 it can be written as 2 4 times and 3 1 time. So common divisor, not the highest common divisor. Okay, so here our common divisor is 2 also, this 2 also, this 2 is also common, this 2 is also common, and last one is this 3 is also common. Okay, so if we divide the numerator and denominator with its common factor, that is suppose we take it to be 2, then we will get 24 divided by 2, this will be 12, and 48 divided by 2, this will be 24. Okay, again we have got 3 as a common divisor, because we have 3 also as a common divisor. So if we divide the numerator and denominator with 3, then we will get 3 8 is 24 and 3 1 is 3, 3 6 is 18, 16. 8 by 16. Okay. Similarly, this 2 is also common divisor and 3 is also common divisor. That means if you multiply these two numbers, we will get 6. 6 is also a common divisor of 24 and 48, because in the multiple of 6, 24 comes. 6 4 is 24 and 6 8 is 48. That means 6 is also the common divisor of 24 and 48. So again, if we divide 24 and 48 by its common divisor, suppose 6, then we will get 4 by 8. Okay. Now 8 is also the common divisor of, in the multiplication table of 8, 24 and 48 comes. So 8 is also the common divisor of 24 and 48. So if we divide the numerator and denominator with the common divisor 8, we will get 8 is 24 and 8 6 is 48, 3 by 6. Okay. And in the table of 24, in the table of 12, both 24 and 48 comes. So that means 12 is also the common divisor of 24 and 48. So if we divide it, we will get 12 to the 24 and 12 4 the 48. Now, so we can say that the equivalent rational number of 24 by 48 is 12 by 24, then 8 by 16, then 4 by 48, then 3 by 36, and again 2 by 4. So these are our equivalent rational numbers. So how we can find the equivalent rational number? If we divide the numerator and denominator with their common divisor. So common divisor will be more than 1. Okay. It may be 1 or more than 1. Fine. Next, third property tells us that suppose a by b and c by d are any two rational numbers, okay, and then there is one property that a by b equals to c by d. If we equate, okay, this will be d. So if we equate this to fractions, a by b equal to c by d, and then this can be written as the cross multiplication of these two. Multiply diagonally, that is a into d, it will be equals to this into this, that is b into c. Okay. So if two fractions are equal, then that can be written as in this form, that is multiply diagonally elements. A will be multiplied to, this can be also said as cross multiplication. A will be multiplied to d equals to, then again b will be multiplied to c. Now its converse is also true. Okay, converse is also true. That means if we have a into d equals to b into c, then we can write this as a by b equals to c by d. So therefore we can say that if a by b equal to c by d, then this can be written as a into d equals to b into c, and if ad equal to b into c, then this can be written as a by b equal to c by d. Both way implication. Both way implication means if this holds true, then this will be also hold true, and again if this holds true, if the right hand side is true, then left hand side is also true. Okay. So in this way we can simplify the fractions. So let us do one question. Okay. So a question Our question is, write 4 rational numbers equivalent to 2 by 5. So we can use the property number 1. Okay, so for this we can use property 1. So that means to get the equivalent fractions or equivalent rational number, multiply the numerator and denominator with same non-zero number. Okay, it may be non-zero, it may be positive or it may be negative, but both the number in the numerator and denominator must be same. So that means 2 by 5. Suppose we multiply 2 by 5 with 2. Okay, again suppose we multiply the numerator and denominator with 3, and again we can multiply it by 4. So I have taken in continuous form, that is 2, 3 and 4 or 5. You can take -1, 5, 3, 8, 12, any number, but the number you have multiplied in numerator and denominator must be same. Okay, suppose 2, 3, 4, we have to find 4 rational numbers. So this will be first, second, third. We need one more, that is 2 by 5 equal to, let us multiply it by 5 and 5. Okay, so then after that just multiply it, that is 2 by 5 can be written as 4 by 10, then 2 by 3, 2 into 3 it is 6, 5 3 is 15, 2 4 is 8, 4 5 is 20, and 5 2 is 10, and 5 5 is 25. So therefore these are the 4 equivalent rational numbers. Okay, so I am giving you some homework, so submit it. Okay, homework. So first question is, write 5 examples of positive rational number and 5 example of negative rational number. Okay, question number 2 will be, write 5 equivalent fractions of the following rational number. The first one is, suppose 48 by 12. Second is 3 by 8, and number 3 2 by 7. Okay, so go through the previous slides, okay, and then solve this.